Am I audible? And good morning, Toastmasters and guests. So welcome to the sixth. Am I audible? For the participants who are attending online.
Yes, Gayatri.
Okay, fine. So welcome to the 32nd meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club. For those who do not know Toastmasters International, it is a non-profit organization founded by Ralph C. Smedley in 1924. The mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a mutually supportive and foster learning experience in which every individual member is empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. So there are 4 core values of Toastmasters International, which are integrity, dedication to excellence, service to the members, and respect to the individual. There are few rules to be followed. So I request all the speakers to refrain from speaking on taboo topics like sex, religion, politics, etc. Since it is a hybrid meeting, I request the online participants to kindly ensure that your microphone is on mute when you are not speaking so that you don't disturb the speaker. And then I request the online participants to rename themselves in the following format: Toastmaster or guest followed by your name. And I'll be sharing, no, it's not like from this week onwards, we'll be taking the attendance through the attendance register which we were maintaining online. And for the participants who are attending online, I'll share the Google form. Thank you and have a great day. Over to
Thank you. Thank you, SIA Toastmaster Gayatri. I welcome you all to 631st meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club. So today, for the presidential address, I would like to make you know some of the things about Toastmasters. So before that, I'll ask you a question. What is the brand color of HDFC? Blue and red, okay. What is the brand color of McDonald's? Yellow and red. What is the brand color of Toastmasters? Blue. Okay, we have 4 colors.
Preeti, you're not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
So we are discussing about the brand, and the brand color of Toastmasters are 4 colors. We use maroon color, royal blue, gray, and yellow. So these 4 are the colors of Toastmasters. So why am I telling the brand details to you? Because as a member of Toastmasters, we need to know about our brand. If it is an identity of Toastmasters, we should surely need to know all these things. What are the fonts used in Toastmasters? Whenever we are creating flyers, posters, what fonts do we use? Do anyone know?
Montserrat.
No, Times New Roman is wrong.
Montserrat.
Montserrat is right, okay. Any other answer? No. The answers are Gotham. Gotham font we use all the family of Gotham and MyDear Pro. So for those who are using Canva for design, in Canva we don't have an option of MyDear Pro or Gotham. So we use similar font in Canva, that is Montserrat. That font we'll use. So using saying about the images, so whatever the image we use for Toastmasters flyer or poster or presentation, it should depict leadership and communication. So all these I'm telling you because whenever you're preparing slides for your next presentation, please try to follow these brand guidelines in your presentation. Thank you. With this, I call upon the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Muthu, who is a biomedical engineer at Lotus Surgicals. Welcome you, Muthu.
Thanks, Toastmaster Preeti. I hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it is my privilege to welcome you all to the 632nd meeting of the Madras Toastmasters Club. Today we have an important meeting, that is Toastmaster Kavita is going to conduct the Moments of Truth session, which is conducted only once in 6 months. So it's a very important meeting today. And as a Toastmaster of the day, it is my duty to introduce the word of the day and theme of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is impetus, which means a stimulation or encouragement resulting in increased activity. An example of using the word of the day is his discoveries have given impetus to further research. And the theme of the day is the spark is within you. The meaning is obvious. There's a fire within us. So there's a fire within us. An example of using the theme of the day is the freedom fighters ignited the spark within us. And now towards the meeting, for the benefit of the guest, every Toastmasters meeting has 3 parts. The first part is called the prepared speakers. First part is called the prepared speech part, in which a set of prepared speakers will come with their speech prepared and give their speeches. The second part is called the table topic session, which is conducted by the table topics master, in which the members will be called upon random and they will be given topics to speak on their feet. The third part is the evaluation part, in which the evaluation of the prepared speakers and the meeting will be conducted. Now to conduct this meeting effectively, I have the general evaluator. Today's general evaluator is Toastmaster Jacob.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. I am the general evaluator today. As the general evaluator, I will evaluate all the aspects of today's meeting, starting from the essay and to the last speaker of the table topics. Helping me with that, I have seasoned evaluators who will evaluate the prepared speeches, and I have tag team. First of all, let me introduce the tag team: the timer, our counter, and the grammarian. So today, Toastmaster Nikhil is playing the timer's role. He is currently enrolled for MA History at Loyola College, Chennai. He takes interest in analyzing history. His hobbies are designing, graphics, book reading, traveling, researching, writing, etc. Let's welcome Toastmaster Nikhil to explain his role.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. In our daily life, we don't have the luxury to express how long as we want to. We do have a time limit. Rather professionally, we are required to speak briefly but effectively. So Nikhil, as in the role of a timer, I'll make sure that none gets away by speaking the least, while none speaks more than the time stipulated. For that thing, I'll be taking the help of cue cards, and for online people, I'll share my screen. I'll be having 3 colors in my hand: the green, the yellow, and the red. For instance, if we take for the prepared speeches, that is for 5 to 7 minutes, I'll display the green color at 5 minutes. That will signify the qualification time. I will display the yellow color at 6 minutes. That will portray the target time. And then I will display the red color at 7 minutes. That will display the finish time. Additionally, there will be a grace time of 30 seconds. This system will be followed for all other events. For icebreaker speech, that is for 4 to 6 minutes. For table topics, that is for 1 to 2 minutes. And the evaluation, that is for 2 to 3 minutes. In the end, I will submit my report to General Evaluator and called upon. Thank you so much. All the best. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhil, for explaining your role. And next is our counter. Today, our counter role will be played by Toastmaster Paramaguru. He's working in HDFC Bank as a deputy manager. His hobbies and interests are reading non-fictional books, watching movies, and listening to songs in his spare time. Let's welcome Toastmaster Paramaguru to explain his roles.
Am I audible and visible to online? Yeah. So the purpose of the R counter is to note any overused words or filler sounds used as scratch by anyone who speaks during the meeting. Words may be inappropriate intersection such as and, well, but, so, and you know. sounds may be and and at end of the meeting, I will submit my report to the general level. Yeah, thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paramaguru, for explaining Guru. And next is grammarian. Today, the grammarian role will be played by Toastmaster Anirudh. He is studying BCom final year and also learning designing and piano. His hobbies are watching and playing cricket, watching tennis, listening to music, singing, and doing dub smash. Let's welcome Toastmaster Anirudh to explain this role.
Hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So today I will be playing the role of the grammarian, and as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage, and I'll also take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. And as a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day and the theme of the day. The word of the day for today is impetus, and the theme of the day is spark is within you. And all the speakers are encouraged to use the word of the day and theme of the day, and I will take note of their usage as well. And at the end of the meeting, I will submit my report to the general evaluator. Thank you. Over to general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anirudh, for explaining our roles, and all the best to all the speakers. Over to you, to TM.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Jacob, for nicely explaining the roles and responsibility of you and your team. Now I forget to give the introduction about the General Evaluator Toastmaster Jacob is working as a project coordinator for Aurora only, and having 9 years of experience in graphics design field. His hobbies are reading books, listening to music, and also interested in reading crime novels, cooking, and watching movies. Now we are moving into the first segment of today's session. First session of today's is a prepared speech segment. The prepared speech for we got Toastmaster Rahul. Can someone please confirm Toastmaster Rahul is there?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
I hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes, Muthu. What did you ask? Rahul. Rahul is here.
Is here. Okay, thank you.
Can you give me a few minutes, Muthu? Let us introduce our guest.
Okay, with you.
We have a guest, Vivek. Vivek, can you come and introduce yourself?
So good morning, everyone. Myself, Vivek. I'm from Chennai. I'm doing my MSc at Laila College. And I did my school in a sports school near that Nandanam YMCA. Basically, I'm a sportsman, and my sports event is athletics. In athletics, I'm a long jumper. I've been in nationals, and I had represented Tamil Nadu many times in the nationals meet. To be frank, I got interest in history by my social teacher who works in my school. And to say about myself, my hobbies are like playing cricket and watching movies, series, like that. And basically, I'm not interested in studies because my parents forced me to study. I studied a little bit until 10th, and I plan to drop out my school, and I plan to go to the sports higher and do anything like not studying and doing anything in sports. And after that, I got an idea that we'll do history. In history, I'm very weak in maths, so I decided I should not study math thereafter after 10th. So I take history as my subject, and I studied history for +2 until +2. After +2, I don't have any idea what should I do. At +2, I was representing Tamil Nadu in nationals, so I got an opportunity to join in Laila College for BA History in Laila College. I joined in BA History. I didn't go to college itself. I had been college for more than 10 days. That's it. Until my BA graduation had been 10 days. It's my maximum. Mostly I'll be in my ground, or I'll be in the practice YMCA there in Nandram. I'll be here only. I'll not even go to my home sometimes. I'll be in my home at night. But if I come out of my home at the morning, I'll be in practice, and I'll go to my college, and I'll be I'll be there in the practice, and I'll go back to the home and I'll sleep. That's it, my routine. And I got just few years back, I got interested to join in a MSc, and I planned that. I thought that this will be going on online. The MSc will be going on online, so I could clear the MSc like how I cleared my BA. Like in Corona batch, I could clear the easily, and I could pass the MA. Unfortunately, it came to offline, so I couldn't imagine what is going on. So I'm putting my effort to what should I do now, and I'm improving myself. What should I do to get the MA history degree? That's it.
Thank you for the wonderful introduction to guest Vivek. Muthu, you can take over. Do we have any other guests?
Do you have any other guests, Preeti? Hello.
We have one more guest.
Okay.
Face was familiar to me, so I thought he was a person.
Hi, this is Venkatesh here. Okay, Venkatesh here. I'm basically from Chennai. I work for PayPal. So I've been in the IT industry for over now 18 years. So I play the role of an engineering manager there, and have a team close to 20, which I manage. Right? So Toastmasters is not something that's new to me. I worked in Verizon before PayPal. So both the companies had Toastmasters Club, and whenever my team member has issues in communication, I always tell them, you should probably consider enrolling in Toastmasters. But I've never myself been there. So I thought, why not join and see what it is all about, right? And ultimately, I can improve myself as part of that. That was the intention. I'm just evaluating to see what I can gain out of here, and trying to see maybe 1 or 2 weeks and see the timings and everything. And if it works out, maybe I'll consider to join. That's it about me. If you have anything from a family perspective, I have 2 kids. So I thought I'll bring my son today. But unfortunately, at the last moment, I said it'll be 2 hours. Are you sure you want to sit? He said,
Can you come closer to the mic and speak? Hearing.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So yeah, he was not sure. He said 2 hours. I don't know. Maybe I'll try next time. So I thought I'll also see for the first time. If it's something that will interest him, I'll probably bring him here next time. That's pretty much anything you would like to know about me. All right, folks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Happy to have you here. We can proceed with the session. Muthu, over to you.
Thanks, Preeti. So now we are moving to the first part of today's meeting. We got the Toastmaster Rahul as the first speaker. Toastmaster Rahul has recently joined our club. He is a new member, and immediately wanted to give his speech. Today he is giving his icebreaker speech. His speech topic is Confused Soul. It's an interesting topic. And about Toastmaster Rahul is working as Senior Manager, Sales and Business Development at Mindtree. He is a marathoner and an ardent sports follower and a stock market enthusiast. Now I request his evaluator, Toastmaster Preeti, to explain his speech objectives. Over to you, Preeti.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Toastmaster Rahul is going to deliver his Level 1 Project 1 Icebreaker speech on the path Dynamic Leadership. The purpose of this speech is for the member to introduce himself to the club and understand the basic fundamental structure of a speech. The title is A Confused Soul. Timer, please note the timing is 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster.
A warm good morning to a warm good morning to one and all present. It's a privilege to be part of this prestigious club. So I'm giving my icebreaker today, which is all about speaking about myself. And it can be one of the toughest things to do, actually, because if you are not natural at it, and also if you come in from a middle class family background, wherein speaking about yourself is considered as a boastful thing. So it can be a really tough thing. So I'll try not to be narcissistic when I speak about myself for next 4 to 5 minutes. So my name is Rahul Dutt, and I am presently working with Mindtree Limited, which is a part of Larsen & Toubro Group. I am basically a born and brought up of Delhi. In terms of activities, as Toastmaster Muthu said, I am a marathoner. I have completed a full marathon, 42 kilometers, 3 years back. Though it might not seem very athletic when you look at me. I think one of the guests here was coming in from athletic background. Apart from that, I like to follow stock market as well as I like to read books. So that's more or less about me. In terms of personality, I would like to call myself an ambivert because I cannot call myself an introvert or an extrovert. So that's where I lie in the middle of both the things. So that's more or less about me. So my life journey kind of started with a wife and two subjects which kind of influenced me a lot were maths and physics, because maths and physics basically help you analyze and understand whatever physical phenomena that is happening in and around you. They empower you basically to understand why something is happening. So for example, this light which is glowing, physics gives an explanation because electrons gets excited into their shell. When they come back to their orbit, they emit light rays. So it kind of helps you understand the why, and that is where I started my life journey. But then later on, I tried to go for bio as well. But then fortunately, I ended up doing graduation in bachelor in technology from a regional engineering college, and later on got placed with Mahindra, where I started working as a software engineer. So life was kind of going in a very logical manner, and something like every action has an equal and opposite reaction. But then later on, I decided to pursue MBA, and it kind of shook the base of the white and black paradigm that you had set in your life. Life is not always white or black. There is a larger gray area where everything kind of falls into. So MBA kind of added a flavor of it depends to my life, because now knowing the right answer is not the only aspect, but you know the answer somehow is an important aspect. So that's the perspective that MBA kind of added to me. So life kind of went on. Recently moved into sales and business development role, which kind of added two more flavors to my life, which are what and how. So what basically speaks about the action that you have to take, and how is more about the process. So both are interlinked. Both kind of are important, because as somebody has said, an intent without an action is like daydreaming. So you have to be taking action, and whatever actions you take today in your life will have a consequence 5 years down the line. So now I was thinking that I have these 4 flavors in my life. Why? It depends, what, and how. And I was thinking I have the source code for proceeding in the life ahead. But then one day I listened to Sadhguru and I realized that, okay, it's a mad rat race that every one of us is running into, and we are trying to survive another day without actually thinking about the why, the what, the how, or it depends of life. And in a mysterious way, Sadhguru kind of puts in what do you say, a Confucius spice into your life, and you start thinking, okay, all this while why I have been working so hard when none of this actually matters. But then I realized that it is not about life is not about having a fixed formula on basis of which you can proceed ahead. Rather, it is about improvising and taking bold steps to move ahead. And with this, I would like to quote a quote which is one of my favorite from the movie Alexander, which goes like, "Fortune favors the bold." So you have to be bold enough to improvise your actions so that you move ahead in life. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. So it's a wonderful speech. It is flawless, well prepared, and clearly explained. So we all really enjoyed his speech. It doesn't look like a icebreaker speech. Very well done, Toastmaster Rahul. Kudos to you. Now we got another icebreaker speech. This is from an experienced Toastmaster. It is from a passionate Toastmaster and enthusiastic Toastmaster Balakrishnan, sir. Now I requested his evaluator, Toastmaster Priyadashini, to explain his roles and his speech objectives.
Good morning, fellow
Sorry,
Toastmasters and
Tarun.
guests.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Toastmaster Balakrishnan is giving level 1 project 1 speech icebreaker. The purpose of the speech is to introduce himself to the club and to learn the basic structure of public speech. All the best, Toastmaster Balakrishnan, and it's an honor evaluating the speech. Over to you. Thank you.
Giving an icebreaker, I am a bit nervous. Honestly.
Sir, can you come closer to the mic?
Okay. Driving from my house in Bog Road, after crossing T Nagar bus stand, taking a right turn towards C8 Nagar, I stopped. It was few minutes, all traffic. Slowly turning right, somebody did not see the signal. He came, fell in front of my car. So life is full of surprises. Many times, if I ask you, what is motivation? All Toastmasters we know, correct? Whenever the speaker comes, whenever a person comes, even a guest comes and does an icebreaker, I was surprised. Yes, thank you for that. He gave an icebreaker speech and another icebreaker. I'm a seasoned Toastmaster. With all this, just I want to introduce myself. Life is surprise. Motivation, you say that others should motivate. But for me, the ultimate motivation is personal motivation, self-motivation. Thanks to Master of Ceremony, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, ladies and gentlemen. Life is full of surprises. Yesterday evening, I saw the movie Tiruchitrambalam. There also the movie starts with an accident. Today I'm coming, it starts with an accident, makes a lot of changes. Who am I? Just looking back, I can say, literally I say, I started my life here in Potter Street, Saidapet. Attended a small school, okay, Vidyasagara Padasala. Came school first, cross the road, Madhavai School here, Saidapet. Tamil medium, 5th to 7th class. If I ask you 10 plus 2 or 11 plus 1 and graduation, if you get good marks, which college you expect? You want to be in the best college, right? Am I right? Best student, I came. ஈன்ற பொழுதில் பெரிதுவக்கும் அன்னை தன் மகனை சான்றோன் என கேட்ட தாய். When I said in 7th, I'm not an outstanding student today. She asked me why. Only one, I got 47 out of 50. What happened to the 3 marks? And he said, just listen fully. All the other 50 students and Saidapat ground, on passage, the class was going on 7th. They were asked to stand, including, one comedian. Suddenly, I'm not telling you, Saidapat is there. Now, my mother understood. So only you got passed, others are failed. Then she shifted me to Tina High School. I thank my mother for doing that. In 11th, I got the best mark. I could have gone to Loyola College or Christian College or any other college. Even I could not get admission in Arts College, Nandara. Why? Some reason, some reservations. So I had to motivate myself. Which college I went? I went to the SIVT college because the things are low. My father was sitting, I signed the papers and submitted application. That was a new college, SIVT Gaurivakam. They asked me where it is. I don't know. From Saidapet, not used to cycle, not used to two-wheeler. So take only mode of transport, train, then take a bus and go. 1 year studied. Again, came college second. Maths, physics, chemistry, 94.5. Which college you will go? Engineering college? Vayapuri, engineering college, Hindi engineering, only college. He said, Mr. Balakrishnan, you think that mango will fall from this? I can give you a seat. For you, the quota is over. So, there, life is in. I went to Presidency College, then started many things. Went to Unit India. 94, I thought insurance is opening up. So I closed and went to Dubai. Then from there, took up a senior position in Qatar, reinsurance manager, head of department. Then went to Bahrain, handling a retrocession, means reinsurance. Insurance of insurance is a reinsurance. Reinsurance of reinsurance is a retrocession. I had to manage the balance sheet of the reinsurance company. Going to London and Lloyd's, Swiss, I had to present in 2000 in front of people from senior people from world. That is where I understood what is Toastmaster. I started my Toastmaster in Doha Toastmaster in Doha in 2000. 2005, I completed competent Toastmaster club. Then again, I came to Chennai. I had to start as a sergeant at arm or anything. So this club was created, Madras Toastmaster Club. How I created, how this happened, who are all supported, what happened. That's a bigger topic, not for today's icebreaker. Then life full of challenges. In Bombay, I was there for 2 years. Again, I went to Kuwait heading a retrocession. Then I said, handed this 2000. There is I went. Thank you, Gayatri Madam, for distributing. I started, on my own consultancy in insurance and mutual fund distribution. I'm not satisfied. At the age of 16. What is financial planning? Financial planning standard boards is US. To give financial planning to individual apartment, like 30 years experience, I cleared level 1 in January, investment plan specialist. In February, I cleared the next one, retirement and tax planning. That is people of my age group, how to invest the money, where to invest the money. The third one, legacy and estate planning. That is what I will be concentrating. I have circulated this BFSI buyer and other things. Now I am aiming for something more. I am motivating myself to challenge. I am starting a private limited company. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Balakrishna sir. It's been a real motivator for all of us. And congratulations for completing your speech. Now we are moving to the next speech. It's by another passionate Toastmaster from MTC. As Toastmaster Arun Kumar is the former president of Madras Toastmaster Club. To evaluate his speech, we got Toastmaster Priyadashni. Now I request Toastmaster Priyadashni to explain his project objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Muthu. So Toastmaster Arun Kumar is giving his level 2 project 2 in presentation mastery. And the purpose statement is, the purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic and receive the feedback and apply the feedback to the second speech. So today he is giving the second speech. It should be a well-organized speech on any topic. It can be the same speech as he is given in the first project, and it can be humorous, informational, or any style. So over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Muthu.
Master, you can go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I think I'm audible for online folks.
Yes,
Yes, sir, you are audible.
I need a volunteer, and it's appropriate to call our young champion Sananda onto the stage. May I have you? Cavalier Sananda, there are two choices for you. This is one chocolate. If you choose this one, I'll give you immediately right now.
Okay.
There are 5 chocolates. If you choose this one, I'll give you after one.
Okay.
Which one you want to choose?
My turn.
Great, excellent. Thank you. Okay, let us see the response from the audience. There is no logic. 1, 5. Which one do you choose? 1. Okay. Second choice. I'll give you 1 chocolate right now, 5 chocolate after 1. Which one do you choose?
If it is a chocolate, we'll choose 5 chocolates. If it is someone else, we will choose the immediate.
Immediate. Okay. Right. Third choice. 1 chocolate after 30 days, 5 chocolate after 31 days. Good morning, Toastmasters and my dear guests. In all the 3 questions that I have given, logically the choices are same, 1 verse 5. But sometimes we choose for 5 and sometimes we choose for 1. Why is that reason? In the year of 1972, University of Stanford conducted a research which is popularly known as marshmallow experiment, where the professor used to give the marshmallow and give the choices to the students whether they want to select 1 marshmallow or 2 marshmallow after 1 hour. Many of them selected 1 right now and few selected 5 or 2 after some time. So experiment says that whoever choose the second choice, that is 2 marshmallow after 1 hour, have the potential to become a better person, produce more outcome and productivity. But as goes for many research, there are some opposition also came out. These kind of research maybe depends on the awareness of the students, whether they like the marshmallow or not, their financial background, whether they do have the potential to buy the marshmallow or not, and at their present, what is their mood? Are they hungry or not? Are they in the mood of playing or not? So there are various influences. They said this research is wrong. After that, there are multiple researches being conducted. And after almost a decade ago, it was proven scientifically, there are certain human behaviors drive this, which is called as hyperbolic discounting. What is that hyperbolic discounting? Human behaviors tend to choose the immediate rewards rather than the other rewards which comes in future, even though it is something bigger than that. That is called as hyperbolic discounting. How this drives us? First, let us see how this is being used by the business. Since they have identified this pattern in the behavior of the humans, it was researched in the behavioral economics and used in the marketing and sales. The popular slogan,
buy now, pay later. If you buy now, it is get the immediate pleasure to receive that product without single rupee from your hand. But over the period, you will lose your money or you just make some extra expenses. And when you go and order the food in your Swiggy or Zomato, once you order 300 or 400 plus, immediately you will get a notification, order for 100 more rupees, so that you will unlock this token. And you gracefully go and unlock the token, all the flowers will fill up. And you get the immediate happiness. But actually what drives that? The companies are focusing to spend little bit extra than our actual budget. The same goes to the Amazon Lightning deal. Even if after 1 week, if you purchase the same product, that will be there. That is the kind of light which will never switch off. But what happens the moment we see the deal, we'll just go and spend our money. This is how it is being used in the business. Okay, why I'm talking about that today? We have to understand how this is influencing us on our day-to-day situation. See, these kind of behaviors are impacting a lot of decisions across all our areas in life, starting from the financial, including your career in workplace, or be it in your health. Suppose you have a girl in the financial, you want to save some money to start a business, or you want to start, purchase something, go for a vacation, but we spend immediately and we ignore the long-term benefits. If you are a health conscious and if you set up some goals to reduce some 5 kg weight or 10 kg weight, and suddenly you go to a party and see that your favorite ice cream, what happens to that? You go for the immediate rewards. And day-to-day work, we sit in the couch and enjoy and watch the episodes in the Netflix, whereas we procrastinate our duties or important work in the workplace. So plenty of the examples that we have done. So because of these kind of unaware decisions, many things are going out of focus in our life. So how to overcome that? The first one is that we should have that awareness. What is that really driving us? So once we start to understand the pattern, what is being driven us, it's all about taking the decisions based on emotion and logic. Logic is the one which I have said it's a long-term reward, whereas the emotion is which I said the short-term reward. So which is driving your decisions, emotion or logic? Have that awareness. And the second is that validate your choices. Well, loss or benefit in the short term as well as long term. And then third, make it as a habit so that improvise it. So day by day, we are making a lot of choices. What is the choice? Are we looking for immediate happiness or long-term rewards? Are you ready to sacrifice your short-term happiness so that you can enjoy long-term happiness? We all make a lot of choices, but end of the day, the choices drives our life. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Master. It's been really highly informative and engaging. And thank you, Toastmaster Master. Give me a hand. Now we can take a break for 5 minutes, and after the break, we have the moment of truth going to be conducted by Toastmaster Kavita ma'am. Timer, please let us know once the 5 minutes is over.
Sorry for the interruption. We'll do moment of truth session now, and then we'll go for break.
Oh, okay, Preeti, you can go ahead.
Timer, can I have the list of qualified speakers?
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Am I audible online? Can somebody confirm, please?
Yes.
Moments of truth. So how many of you saw the agenda yesterday having moments of truth? And you were wondering what is moments of truth, and you did some research. Anybody here? Mohan, anyone else? Online? Moments of truth. Okay, so we have a mixture of seniors and juniors offline. We have a good amount of crowd today, and we do have a lot of online people as well. So it's going to be for the first time in the history of Madras Toastmasters Club, we are going to have a hybrid moments of truth. So let's see how it goes. So let me have some answers from online first, what is Moments of Truth? Sriram sir, I think you're ready to say.
Hello. Sorry, I mistook.
What is Moments of Truth?
Yeah, so see, it is a forum where each person can share their ideas and how we can improve the club from the current situation.
Thank you so much, sir. I think MOT was conducted by you last year, last term. Thank you so much for that answer. Timer, my time starts now. Okay, I have 40 minutes. And any other answers offline? Moments of Truth.
Taking stock of things. Where we stand.
Okay. Taking stock of things where we stand. Any other answers? Mohan, you did a research. Okay.
Members' opinion.
Members' opinion. Okay, very good answers. So this is a part of successful club series in Toastmasters International website. So in TMI, you have a successful club series where you have a list of presentations, and that is from there we get all the educational sessions. You see a lot of educational sessions coming up in our club, and those PPTs are directly taken from TMI. Those are not our own PPTs. Got it? So under that, this is one of the exercise. This is not an educational session, so it's not a one-man show or one-woman show for that matter. So you can be relieved. Are you happy now? So this is an exercise, though it is a part of the educational session coming under Successful Club series. This is an exercise conducted every term in this club, and it is recommended to have it every year.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Is it okay now?
Yes.
Ma'am, still you are not audible.
Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
You are audible, but when you move away from mic, right, we often lose your voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me try to stand here and talk. It's okay now?
Perfect, perfect.
Okay. So in Moments of Truth, we have every term, every 6 months, we have a new set of leaders taking up different responsibilities in the club. So this meeting is happening today because of 7 people. How many people are there in an ExCom? 8, including the IPP. What is the full form of IPP? I hate jargons. IPP? Immediate past president. Who is the IPP for this term? I am the IPP. I was the president. Who was the IPP of the last term? Really? Babu sir. So generally it can be taken by anybody, but generally it is we have this habit of having the president, immediate past president during Moments of Truth. It's more relatable, and it is quite suitable for immediate past president to take up this role of Moments of Truth. So in Moments of Truth, what we do is 7 people plus the IPP have done some hard work during the last term. So we have managed to run the club with a lot of things that you have seen in the last 6 months. So this is your opportunity to voice out your views. So even if you are not a part of the leadership team, this is an opportunity for you to tell us what you feel about what happened last 6 months and how you would like us to improve. This is more like you have retrospectives in Agile. How many of you know about Agile?
Slow.
Okay. So this is more like getting feedback. So we have a few criteria. How many minutes gone, timer? Cool. So I have 5 more minutes to go. I'll try to explain each of the criteria here. I'll hand over the handouts to you, and we are going to have 3 teams here today. Since it's hybrid, we'll have the online as 1 team and offline 2 teams. And before that, let me explain what are the criteria we have here for the evaluation. First impressions. This is more about guests, how we are greeting the guests, how guests are welcomed and about the venue and all. So it is quite self-explanatory. It has single sentence for each of these criteria. So you can go through. If you have any questions during the exercise, you can ask me. Membership orientation. So after becoming a member, what are the things you taken care of during the tenure when you are a member? After you become a member from being a guest, then comes the fellowship, variety, and communication. We have a lot of joint meetings with other clubs. We used to have outdoor meetings as well. We also have a lot of other events, buddy clubs we had during the last term. So these are the things we'll talk about in fellowship, variety, and communication. Program planning and meeting organization. So here we'll be talking about how meticulously the meetings are planned, whether we are starting on time, ending on time, how the meeting goes, and things like that. Membership strength. So this is about club has more than 20 members. Members are retained. What are the membership related things we are doing in the club? Then achievement and recognition. So our club has been consistently getting the Golden Gavel and the President Distinguished Award, which are not very easy to get in the district. Not many clubs in our district. This is a round of applause, isn't it? So I said this multiple times, but it is okay to appreciate people. So we have had some very efficient VP educations during our tenure, and we have Toastmaster Suhasini today. So she has done a wonderful job. So it's solely the show is driven by the VP education when it comes to awards. So we have managed to achieve all the awards in the district.
Voice is still not clear, ma'am. Some fluctuations in their voice. Audio, some fluctuations. Yeah.
PM Kavita, can you rotate your mic towards the side which you are often traveling, right? That will definitely help.
Okay. Okay.
I know
Let's
it is
try it
difficult.
this way.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the volume is raised now. Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, we had issue with the mic volume. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the different criteria here given in Moments of Truth TMI recommended manual. So here, let's say how many of you are less than 1 year offline? I'm talking about offline, okay? Online will be one team. So less than 1 year and guests, please raise your hands. Okay. Less than 1 year and guests, you can move to this side. This side, please. And more than 1 year, you can come this side. In Madras Toastmasters Club. That is a very good question. Thank you, sir, for that. Yeah, you can pause the YouTube recording because it's going to be an exercise. Okay. We have quite a lot of people this side. We have only 4 people here. And Gayatri will come here or there. More than 1 year. Okay. So we have 5 people here and so many people there. That's okay. So how many people do we have online? 10 of them. Okay. So I'll hand out these sheets that I've taken out. You can follow the rule. And for online, you guys can start. So for you, it's going to be, I have shared the form already in the WhatsApp. Does anyone have it handy?